So anyway, today we got a story. HDM, Rikers Island, 1A, Facts, House of Dangerous Men. By the way, homeboy that said War was trying to say he was in 1B. War wasn't trying to say nothing. War is saying he was in 1B. Facts. But it was around end of 95, 96, whatever. Who cares? We not into having to prove anything to no one. You understand? Or, you know, trying to make you someone that I don't even know believe something. That's on you. All I know is I've been doing this and I have no need to lie or make something up. Facts. But that time I told the story. Check the videos in the bottom. When I was with Dizzy, Menudo, Lázaro, Oreo, a bunch of us down there in 1B. I told that story. I'm gonna get into this story right now, but that's when Dizzy was with me because we was in the back. It's about 3 cells. There's CMC. And that's the time that I said, Dizzy was like, yo, War, I'm hungry, bro. And my man was like, yo, War, let him, F him. Don't give him nothing. And I was like, nah, I can't see no man starving like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we broke bread and got cool and all that. And then I told you when they tried to turn it into like regular, where we was walking out, it was like, it became like a holding, like some sort of pre-bing, I guess. I don't know what they was trying to do. But we didn't go nowhere, whatever they was trying to do, because they was keeping us down there because we was bugging at those times. And nothing to brag about, but you know, I was used to things like that. It's sad. Nothing to, like I said, glorify or sound big shot about or tough about. That's not what we do here. You know, it's sad. You know, I spent most of my life wasted, thrown away on Rikers Island and upstate, thinking it was cool and fun. You know, like, to a point where it was like, what you gonna do, lock me up? And I felt good when I used to go back through, like, yo, Warpath, what up, The whole environment, the whole, your head is swole. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. And it's funny because someone said another thing, real brief. We getting into the real briefs. Y'all know how I get. Let me let out some of my steam on these shows. So homeboy said, and listen, to the people that leave in the comments, yo, Ward, you can't pay mind to that, bro. I know that, bro. I've been doing this on YouTube on and on for over 10 years now, because I've been saying 10 years and it feels like for 10 years. But check the videos out. Check the other pages out that I'm trying to close now. The other videos where I'm wilding. You know, I'm even doing dumb childish stuff like spitting the Jit stars out my mouth and all that, and I didn't want nobody to be seeing that because it seemed like I was glorifying it while I was lit, twisted, whatever you want to call it, right? Way years back. So of course that video got thousands of views because negativity always seems to be selling at most. It's sad, this type of world we live in, but it is what it is, you know. So with that being said, yeah, and so homeboy said, yo, that don't blow it up thing, like you're biting from someone. And then the same dude said, yo, StreamYard, you biting. Like, bro, ain't nobody biting. We do make YouTube videos and everybody, I used to think that too, like, oh, they copying from me. I stopped thinking that way, but check the videos, my man. How long I've been using StreamYard and all them things before you just start yapping away and talking about, oh, these dudes are new on YouTube or new telling their story. Ain't no new people telling their story, bro. I've been doing this with my podcast about Rikers Island upstate stories. In fact, I was the first one, if not the first one. I'm on that line of a handful that was the first dudes to start telling Rikers Island stories. And hey, I didn't say it. The viewers saying it's facts. Do the math. One thing that don't lie is video, timestamps, and all that. Thank God for that. But all that we've been using. I've been doing interviews. I've been letting people in my stream. I use NDI. I use StreamYard. I use Zoom X, Split, whatever. I used all that. So ain't nobody biting for nobody. That they made that for everybody. In fact, I teach people, and I hate to use the word teach, how to do all that on Tech for Rec, TEK, the number 4, and REK. Our other channel, out the 5 channels that I have up and running, video podcast. and I have the 3 audio podcasts. And podcasts started off consisting of one person, not 3 or 4, because people are like, whoa, you should start a podcast. Because they got used to seeing 3 people in a show. And a podcast started off one dude. Facts. That's what real podcasting is like. All this is added, like washed down podcasting. But it's cool. Hate on no one. But don't tell me that I'm trying or I'm copying, don't blow it up from somebody when we've been saying blow it up. If you've been locked up in the 90s on the island, everybody was saying don't blow it up. And check my videos, how long I've been saying don't blow it up since I've been making content. Facts. But yo, you know what? Shh, don't blow it up. We don't hate on nobody. And you trying to start controversy between me and other people, it's not going to work, bro. Because I don't deal with names. You know what I'm saying? But another thing is like when I said Batman and Robin, Apple, Monkey for Murder More 9, when I was in More 4 Lower and all that, then you like, oh, you heard somebody else say Batman and Robin. Bro, you know how long ago I said Batman and Robin before all these people were even on YouTube? Like, are you kidding me? I mean, the people you're talking about. And the Depp Bailey story, I been said that years ago. Check the videos, bro. Facts. When everybody was like, oh, you lying. Ain't no Depp or no Captain, nobody bailing, nobody out, no box. It took for somebody to tell the same story and put the person in front of you for people to be like, oh, shit, War been saying this. Facts. So don't talk without knowing. You like the supreme crown of the trolls. Facts. But anyway, I'm tight because I recorded the whole video and I didn't put my headphones. So we're going to get right into the show right now. My bad for all that, you know, but I feel better. Listen, HDM. 1A. I walk in. Boom. It's lit. From the minute I go in, I see Sunshine. I said that. The blood dude. That I don't know if he just came home or he been home. He's from Staten Island. He was hitting dudes up on how he felt about this whole situation, on what's going on in social media. And it's funny, ironic, because I was just thinking about him. I said this in my previous videos because he stood out to me in my mind because he was wearing a red rope on his neck, right? He wore a red robe on his neck with a dog bone on it. Boom! So we all know that it probably wasn't an actual dog bone, that it was probably a chicken bone from the mess hall. Facts. But the bottom line is that it looked just like a dog bone. So when I walked into 1A, HDM, that is right by the bubble, what you call that? Rotunda, whatever you want to call that spot there, right? Where the police be at. Right? Is the cells on one side, the pins on one side, and the 1A is right there next to it. So boom, then as you go into the mess hall, it's 3 block and so forth and so forth and so forth, right? When you clear the mag and all that. After you pass our first gate, because we was separated from everybody else. Facts. So anyway, boop. So we in 1A. And I walk in there and I could tell it's bloody, super bloody. But at the same time, it's sun is shining, right? Because there's twins and there's a lot of bloods also. It's a mix. At that time, the whole beef got deaded. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's riding the 5. It's lit. We all chilling. You know, we not like the best of friends, but everybody's, you know, living comfortable without getting too comfortable. Facts. So, boom, we there at the H, right? And somebody decides they want to start stealing, sneak thieving, like we call it, right? So Ty from Brooklyn, shout out to Ty. You already know it's on the Lockout. Ty's there with us at Rikers Island. Right? And he's like, bro, somebody took a carton of cigarettes from my cell. I'm like, nah, you bugging. He's like, yo, word the mother. He's a 5%er. if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he was. So at this point, I'm like, oh man, somebody gonna get it. Cause Ty wasn't like a troublemaker, but he definitely wasn't no chump. Like no soft dude. That's what I mean. Bang. So he starts telling everybody, let me check the bottom of your sneakers. You know, he's doing like the first 48 type of movement. Like, you know what I mean? He's getting to the evidence. Boom. So he's checking everybody's sneakers. He's like, whoa, let me see your sneakers. I'm like, bro, you serious? He's like, bro, I'm dead serious, bro. I'm checking everybody. So, you know, I didn't feel too thing, but I always be like, man, if somebody comes to me with that, like I'm flipping. But I didn't feel disrespected because he was somebody I liked. You know, we just had started dealing with each other not too many days before this happened. So I'm starting to feel like he think it was me. But somebody hollered at him and was like, nah, it was so-and-so. But it was still one of my peoples. Facts. Somebody that I was doing business with, and at the same token, I was involved with. But I already felt like a lot of grimy things about a lot of people in there, right? To keep it a little more simple, right? Boom. So we in HDM, 1A, Rikers Island. It's popping still. Don't get it twisted. Don't get the years twisted. It never calms down. Just different people doing the same dumb things. Facts. It gets filtered down. So we there. Somebody tells him, yo, it was so-and-so. He calls me and it's like, yo, it was your man. I'm like, my man. Like, son ain't my man. He cool. Like, you know what it is? He believe in whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he not my man. So he's like, yo, I'm popping. I need to shoot a fair one with him. You need to give me a fair one with him. I'm like, oh, bro. Wow. So they both big dudes. So he calls them. They go to the back. If anybody that's been in HDM knows, leave it in the comments, right? It's like you pass the phones, right? Once you pass the phones, you get into the first TV. Bang. Then in the back, you get to the second TV, which is the Spanish channels. At those years when I was there. Facts. I used to sleep on the top tier. So you got to come to the bottom to watch TV and use the jack. The jack is right next to the gate where the police be at. You know, like the gate and the police. Feel me? That's the gate everybody will run to. What? See out? Get me out of here. Not making fun of nobody, but it's facts. So, by the way, that Spanish TV, a lot of dudes, man, we need to be more grateful. A lot of people put in a lot of pain, a lot of blood, tears, all that. For a lot of people could watch them TVs, them same dudes you be talking about, gangs or nations or whatever. It's for cowards. Well, guess what, homie? If it wasn't for them cowards, you wouldn't be watching Caliente and none of that. Facts. Those that know. Leave it in the comments if you know. So anyway, with that being said, Ty hooks on him. Boom! It lets loose. Boom. Oh, yo. At this point, there's two big dudes getting it Rocky Balboa. Boom, bop, boom. Yo, boom. Yo, what up? I told you, don't take nothing from me. You know, like one of them dudes that hits and he's talking. And you know, if you been to the H, man, do you know how hard them walls are, bro? Do you know how solid them things are? Leave in the comments if you know how solid them things are. That's crazy solid. He's smashing his head on that. Boop, 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 boop. But son is making no noise. Like they just beeping, boop, bop. And they two big dudes. So you know the thump is different. When dudes are thumping in a cell, you could tell it's in a cell. Boom, 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 boom. When they scuffing outside of cells, it's a different type of thump too. It's like a longer thump because it's like a chase and then a boom, come here. Boom, 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 come here. You know, and not that anybody's doing a whole lot of running, but there's more room. Like, all right, what up? Like they flexing, you know, the crowd around it. They blowing it up in a way because, you know, dudes is acting like they looking out for Popo, but you fighting all out in the open. The bubble's right there. The police let it go down. Facts, you know the H. Because we all had been there for a minute in that house. You know what I'm saying? So, mind you, I want to clarify. Me and Sunshine, like, we wasn't friends. Like, I knew him all the time or whatever. I knew he was there because he stayed in the bottom tier. I mean, he was all over the house. It wasn't, like, believe me, son was about his business. I give props where props is due. You know, his name is Mitch something, if I'm not mistaken, bro. So, he got to be old already, about my age. He was young, super young when we was together. Like, we was both young. And that's how I remembered him, bro. So it was, Sunshine was there, K or CK. Some dude, he slept on the top I used to F with, chubbier blood dude that was with all of us. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, so he was there. You know, Sunshine wasn't like, you know, a lot of dudes was asking me like, yo, bro, I don't talk about dudes, but number one, nah, he wasn't soft with his, believe me. He was one dude from Staten Island that you was gonna know, like, you know what I mean? Don't get somebody had commented somewhere because of light skin, oh, bro. Don't get that twisted, bro, at all. Huh? So, you know, I'll be lying. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I don't lie about nothing. I say facts. You know, and even he was getting busy, like he put it in if he had to. But even if a dude wasn't, I'm not here. I'm not the catch him for being soft police here. I don't do that, bro. Like, that's not my thing. Like, dudes tell me, yo, boy, I got paperwork on this dude. You can blow him up, put it on your channel. It'll get mad views. Guess why? I don't do this for views. Facts. It's not about views. It's not about subscribers. Get it right. It's about watch time always. Team watch time. So they thump it. Bing, 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 bang, boom, bang, 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 bang. Thumping, bang, his shit hitting. I'm just watching that nobody pull out and whoop and splash something. So dudes like, yo, boy, they looking at me like, yo, like, break it up already. I'm like, nah, son. I ain't breaking nothing up. You know what I'm saying? Police letting it rock. I'm not police. I ain't getting in between them two big bambalang dudes. Like, hell no. Nah. You know, I had no fear that I know how to help him do up real quick and put him into sleep if I had to. Or I pull out the tate quieto real quick and they both knew like, yo, what's about it. Bottom line is I say all that to say this, B. Ty, he get busy. That's one thing about Ty. And I'm going to tell you, I seen Ty in the train after all them years. They both got busy. That was a real good fight. But I don't respect the fact that the Spanish kid, you know, did that sneak thieving thing. And, you know, he swore, like, in a way, like, yo, bro, I didn't take his thing. I didn't take the carton of cigarettes. But you know what? I'm going to be real. I'm just not that type of dude to blow it up. Like, I could have sworn I seen son up there. And I ain't with that. So that's why I let it rock. That's why I let them thump. You know what I'm saying? Because at Rikers Island, one thing you don't do is sneak thief. And if you ever been through that situation or seen a sneak thief, he'll get it from house to house. Facts. But if this is your first time here, maybe it's a good time for you to consider subscribing, hitting like, and commenting. We got this story and more stories like this coming. Rikers Island, upstate, interviews, live streams where other people popping in the live streams. We doing everything. We doing music reviews. I said I was going to, I got more 60 days in reviews. I said I was going to do the one with Abner. We got all that coming. I just wanted to drop this content real quick because it's been a few days since Grandpa passed away and all that. So I wanted to get back in the flow of thing and post on all my 5 video content channels and my other audio podcast. You already know what it is. So if you ever thought about opening up a channel and making content like this, bam, what are you waiting for? Just do it. Post today, don't delay. You already know. You special if you ever thinking about making content, just do it. Tell your story. Don't lie. Be you. Facts. And you be fine. Don't copy what nobody else do. If it seems similar, it's always going to seem similar because we all come from the same place. We all may look different, but our pain is the same. Facts. We all suffer. We all been through the struggle. You feel me? So, with that being said, They thumped it out hard. Dudes are looking at me to break it up. I said that, right? So I didn't. They thumped. So I see Ty in the street. And he's like, bro, what up? You don't remember me? He came from shopping. He puts his bag down. I'm like, bro, we gonna thump right here, bro. So I'm not recalling where I remember this dude from. I'm wondering, like, yo, did something happen on the lockout with this dude or what? Not thinking in my head, nothing of it. I'm not even thinking Rikers Island yet. Up to, like, he starts getting into it. And he starts like, so you don't remember me? And I'm like, damn, where I remember this dude from? Gotta be Rikers Island or something happened with him on the lockout. But I can't pinpoint it yet. Never did it occur to me that I knew this dude from HDM 1A at all. So boom, he starts telling me, yo, I had a fight with your man. So he puts it back down. Now I'm on point. We buy the J train by like we like Kosciuszko or something. He got off Kosciuszko or Gates. Cause then that's where we both started hanging out at, by Northston and Gates. That's how I started going to Northston and Gates a lot. When I was indulging and running around crazy in them streets. Shout out to Wise, shout out to Kev, Black Flag, you know, they was all effing with I guess Mano's crew with the rap crew or whatever they had out there. Shout out to Lou from the building, the only chubby Puerto Rican dude there on the first floor, the twin. Shout out to him. Shout out to Vato and all them dudes from Clifton. Facts. IEEI, all them dudes, man. Ghost, Old Brim, you know, rest in peace to the people's loved one that passed. But them days at that time, somebody we knew caught one there, boom, over the dumbest thing in the world. But these things that happen, just don't do that, man. It was over a disrespectful word. I get it, but maybe today it didn't call for like a headshot. Like, it was crazy, but it is what it is, man. It breaks up a lot of bread, breaks up friendships. People had to break out. That's how I stopped hanging out there. But it is what it is. So I see him in the streets. But, you know, sometimes these things happen for a reason. He became a very good friend of mine. We wound up getting locked up together, too. I got to meet his beautiful and respectful church-going wife, his family, his kids. Shout out to Ty, man. I got love for you. If you ever see this video, man, hit me up, Ty. You my dude. Somebody I was in HDM with for a minute. He was on Lexington over there by Nordstrom. Lexington, is it? Yeah. It's like Gates and then a few blocks down. Anyway, he lived in the building over there. But anyway, I could just stop by because I go to Nordstrom, Utica, and all that all the time. Like, I'm from Brooklyn. Did I say I'm from Sunset Park, born and raised? Facts. Okay. So I was talking about that time I was in 1B when Meg BK came on the other day, or when I was playing his music, and I had spoken to him before that. And that's when I had the fight in the mess hall. And Dizzy told Homeboy, yo, let him go. And Homeboy had me in the headlock. I think I told that story also. But I didn't know he was reaching for his razor. Facts. So then they put me and Lil Chino on the pins. You already know what happened was they was jumping somebody. There was, you know what I'm saying, with the gold team. I got involved, but Dizzy got involved for me because he was in my house. And we used to talk all night, because we slept all the way in the back. Facts. So with that being said, Homeboy was shocked. Like, yo, you gonna defend him? But the dude, I don't mention his name because he's in the town for what I heard right now. And I ran into him like twice, if I'm not mistaken. But the 2 times I ran into him, to be real, I didn't call him and be like, yo, because he wasn't my buddy like that. You know what I'm saying? But we wound up deading it and all that. Like, he was like, yo, I respect it because everybody, the 2 smallest dudes, you know, we was like the other day when I said Batman and Robin and somebody said, oh, you copy. You heard somebody say Batman and Robin, like the same blow it up thing. Bro, I don't copy from nobody. We was all there them same years. When I was in Monfort in the adolescence, that's how I knew about Batman and Robin. Sometimes you could get to a building and to a jail, and you get in there, and the other people just got packed up and just left. That's a fact. So you can't say, because somebody says they were there a certain year and they don't know you, that means you wasn't making no noise. Like, dudes got this whole Rikers Island thing confused. And when people say my facts of it, and I know because I don't remember dudes' names. I'm bad with names and years and all that. But dudes do come in my lives and in videos and be like, nah, I was with son that year. Facts, so I never gotta prove myself to nobody on that level. I don't strive to do that. I don't do that. I just tell my stories without making nothing up. I just speak from the heart. I don't write it down, none of that. Right now I had to redo this video 3 times because 3 times I messed it up, and I just don't post something like that. I don't practice it. But the audio on my gates was like messed up. You know, when I got that thing that who's locking out, and I do the whole little intro thing. So that's why you don't see that right here, because it would have took me all night to fix that. Anyway, it's hard to explain. You got to make content in order to figure it out. It's hard, bro. So never forget your headphones. These things are real important. And if you're dealing with chroma key and all that, then you will know the struggle is real. So anyway, remember, make content. If you ever thought about making videos, just do it. Don't worry about what people are going to say. People are always going to have something to say. Shout out to the people that said I inspired them in the comments these last few days to open up their channel. We get that a lot. That's awesome. I do it because I care. I want everybody to get it, man. This for everybody. It's not just for one group of people or one person. It's for all of us to get to it. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, check out Golden Culture with a K. Check out Noticias por YouTube, my Spanish channels that I've been had. Check out Cultura de Oro. Check out, I said Golden Culture with a K, yeah. Cultura de Oro, Noticias por YouTube. And a whole lot more around there, bro. I forget the names. But you already know this is Warpath, man. I love you guys. I told this story. I think I said it before in a live. I'm not sure. But the bottom line is that me and Ty wound up becoming very good friends, man. Facts. And even when I got locked up with him and all that, a stand-up dude, man. One thing about Ty, he's always been a fighting dude. And he's old already, bro. But, you know, he's like us. You know, we still feel like he's in his teens. And I always respected Ty for that. Because the dude he was fighting with wasn't no slouch. Oh, and somebody said, was he the drop that all this was happening? Nah, he's dark-skinned. The one that all that was happening with, I guess what I seen of him, he's light-skinned. I didn't know him. Thank God I never ran into him. But, you know, like I say, I'm not a gang member. I just tell my story. Facts. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I do this because I love it. But don't get it twisted. This has become our job and a way of living. This is what I do. Facts. But no one is new here, bro. Been here telling these stories, these Rikers Island stories, these prison stories for years. And a lot of these stories that dudes is telling, I've said them in my way because when I was there. So I don't copy from nobody. They don't copy from me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't invent these things. I used to care and it used to stress me out a little bit. Like I used to get mad like a kid. Yo, I can't believe he's biting her. But now I don't see it that way because I tell it on my channel. I tell people even on the Lockout, yo, use this app. Yo, use this free app. I give dudes advice. You know, I keep it 100. I was getting to the bag with that. Showing dudes blowing up their channels, doing things for their channel I haven't even done for mine. Facts, and it's working. So with that being said, you know, I took a little break, a few days, I guess because Grandpa passed. And thanks a lot for all the people that show you support, man. I just want to tell this story real quick. I got a whole lot of more content coming tomorrow. I'm definitely posting again. This was just real brief so I could hit you with something and you can stay entertained. You already know what this is. It's Warpath, man. That boy from on the Lockout. You already know. Yeah, this right here, I've been had this for years. Again, if you go back to look at my videos in case people say, oh, you but... Listen, stop it, bro. You try to start something where there's nothing, bro. People are bugged out. But that's the trolls. I got a video for them, too. Who seen my troll video? Because I couldn't put it up here. I got to get it to my computer so I can post it. But check this out. I love you, bro. And if you ever thought about making content, I love you guys. And if you ever thought about making content, just make it. That's how good the mic is. That when it's behind, you don't hear no sound. It blocks away all sound. That's why you got to get up. Cardioid microphone. Not a condenser microphone. Condenser microphones pick up all the noise in the room. Unless the Blue Yetis are official. If you're going to be in a place where there's no noise and people ain't going to be talking or your computer don't make no noise, then they real good. The only reason why I don't use my Blue Yeti is because it's heavy for my boom arm. You gotta have the right boom arm for it. Which you could get the Rode boom arm or the boom arm. It's like $100 and it'll definitely hold your Yeti. Or whatever mic you got that's super heavy. Facts. With that being said, there's on the Lockout. I love you. I don't even know why I just said that, but I see a lot of dudes with Yetis. Yetis is what's up. Don't sleep on them. They one of the best mics for making content also. Like to start with, that's the only mic you need. You don't need nothing. You need your phone. That's it. So stop making excuses on why you ain't making content. Oh, I ain't got the right equipment. Yes, you do. You got your phone. Oh, I can't get a job, boy. Huh, you can't? Oh, boy, I got mad felonies. I can't. You got the job right in the palm of your hand. They put it in the palm of your hands. What's the excuse now? They're not worrying about felonies, how many times you've been locked up or nothing. Get to it. You don't got to tell Rikers Island stories. You don't got to tell prison stories. You don't got to be like everybody else. Find your niche. I've been telling Rikers Island stories. I've been made my show Rikers Island podcast. Facts. Look it up. Look up the dates. Look up the videos. Look up my other podcast. Ask around. Do your homework. You already know it's Warpath on the Lockout. I love you. I love all people. Facts. Just catch and wreck. Feel me?